Hey y'all, we're back for round two. We're gonna go ahead and model another three-way call for y'all. Cast some vision. What we really hope is that you guys watch these videos over and over and over again and understand what your script could look like, right? Really figure out what do you want your script to look like. Type it up, y'all. That's what I literally did. I think Abby too, until we felt comfortable on calls, we just read our scripts, and that's okay. You just have to choose somewhere. So we are going to model another call for y'all. All right, calling Abby up. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Abby. I'm so excited to chat with you today. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Good. I'm actually having a really good day for a Monday. What have
Yes, me
y'all been
too.
up to today?
Well, the oldest is at school, the middle is about to go to school, and the youngest is taking a nap. And I'm just getting stuff done around the house, and it's a beautiful sunny day, so I really can't complain.
Wow, I love that. Well, it sounds like you're having a great day. Well, thank you so much for jumping on the phone. I know you're super busy. Only going to take about 15 minutes of your time today. Does that sound all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So I would love to share a little bit with you about my Plexus journey. I know you've heard bits and pieces of it, but basically my story began 3 years ago, which is crazy. One of my good friends shared with me, and what she didn't know was that I was silently struggling. I got blindsided with really severe postpartum depression, anxiety, was put on a high dose antidepressant, and like I said, was silently struggling, praying for help, but didn't know that Plexus was going to be my help. So jumped in with the products after doing some research and started to feel so much better as I consistently took my products. What I didn't know before Plexus was how crappy I actually was feeling. I definitely was a slave to sugar cravings. Grew up in a family where we ate cookies before bed, ice cream before bed. So it was really nice to be able to say no to sugar. The other thing that was huge was my energy. I felt like after I got home from work, I was working full time as a speech therapist at that time. I didn't feel like I had to crash or go to bed. I had energy to make us a meal or go for a walk around the neighborhood. So that was amazing. Also, my sleep habits. I could not fall asleep fast. It usually took me an hour to 2 hours, but once I fell asleep, I was good. So my husband actually noticed that first, and he was like, "You are sleeping so much better," which was amazing. And then the last thing was I was able to get off that high dose antidepressant, have a second baby, and completely black and white pregnancies. So remind me again, Abby, what did you say you are hoping Plexus products will help you with?
Well, I think just overall health and gut health. I'm pretty new to gut health, and so just the stories you shared with me I thought were really interesting. My only concern is that my husband and I are actually want to start trying for our next baby. And so I actually wanted to ask you if this is going to be safe for me.
That is a really good question. So you're in good company because I actually took my products, all of them, to my OBGYN, and I just asked him, I said, "Can I get your okay to take these products during pregnancy?" And he did look at all the ingredients, gave me the go ahead. And so I did take mine all throughout pregnancy, felt great. Like I said, black and white pregnancies, they are plant based, no stimulants, no artificial ingredients, so they're very clean. So, what I would recommend doing is you can either look up each of the ingredients on PubMed, it's called, and I can share this with you later. Or, you can bring it into your doctor, but what I always tell people to do is a lot of times they think Plexus is just for weight loss. So they say, oh, no, you probably shouldn't take it, right? But if you're going to go into your doctor, go ahead and I'll give you some info sheets you can print off and your doctor can, really read through and understand what the products are doing. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I think it does.
Okay, awesome. So, besides wanting to get pregnant and everything, what else are you wanting the products to help you with?
Um, I think I'm just tired, tired all the time. I have a lot of anxiety and I think some sort of hormonal imbalance. And so I thought maybe this would just help me in those areas and maybe something else. I don't know.
Mhm. Yes, for sure. Plexus products are going to help you with all of those areas and probably more. So, what I tell people is go ahead after this call, write down all the things you're currently struggling with, even if it's tiny. If it's acne, if it's like you said, joint pain, or feeling like you have brain fog. That was another area I didn't know I had until I started taking the products. Write those down because as you're being consistent with your products, you're going to begin to check off the list, which is really exciting. So that brings me to how do you get results with Plexus? I already shared with you consistently taking your products. So if you need to, if you're a busybody, the kids, are crazy and you're distracted, why don't you go ahead and you can set alarms in your phone to make sure you don't miss any dosages. Otherwise, I tell people to put your pink drink bag by the microwave or something that you're going to use every single day. So consistently taking your products is going to be really, really important. And then the next thing is water drinking. Are you a water drinker?
Does Crystal Light count?
Not so much. I'm actually not a huge Crystal Light fan. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I actually get really bad migraines from Crystal Light, and you'll have to do some research on aspartame because I'm going
Okay.
to be very biased because I've already done research. But what I love to tell people is if you can do like even sparkling water, normal water with like lemon or lime in it, that's going to go a lot further than Crystal Light or those things that you're adding in packets or whatever.
Mhm.
The other thing I'll share with people, a really good treat is throw a handful of mixed fruit in your water. One of my favorites is the tropical fruit, frozen fruit you find in like the frozen aisle. So good when you add it to water, and it just gives it a little extra flavor, but without artificial ingredients. So what we recommend is taking half your body weight, and that's how many ounces of water you want to drink per day. And the awesome thing is, I can give you tips on that too. If you're not a water drinker, typically, if you drink out of a straw, that really helps you to drink more. So first thing, consistency. Second thing is water drinking. And the third thing is just communication. Is Facebook Messenger the best way to get a hold of you?
Yeah, sometimes I miss messages.
Mhm.
Um, so maybe texting could work too.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna need to be in contact because I'm gonna be helping with dosaging. We're gonna be chatting about some things. I'll share different videos and testimonies. So it's gonna be information you're gonna love and it's gonna help you to get your results met. So, yes, let's go ahead. We can text back and forth. That totally works well with me. What other questions do you have for me specific to the products?
Is this something I'm gonna have to be on forever?
That's a really good question. So here's the thing. We eat sugar, we take birth control, we take antibiotics, there's environmental toxins, we eat processed foods, right? So it's not a perfect world. So, what I like to tell people is yes, you want to consistently continue to take the products if you want to keep seeing results. Now we can tweak things. You may start on like a higher dosage and then you feel like you don't need as many of the supplements. So we'll work through that. But yes, this is supposed to be truly long term health. And it really starts with your insides. And what I love to share with people is I am 3 years into my journey and I'm still seeing results, which is really, really exciting. Any
Yeah,
questions?
I guess I'm just a little worried about the cost.
Oh, that's okay. So here's the thing, and I would love to share more about this. But when it comes to Plexus, I don't know if you've seen my posts about the business side of things, bringing in extra income. But if that's something that worries you, let's go ahead and let's not have to worry about that. Let's bring some extra income in so you don't even have to, figure out how much you're spending on your products. And I personally did that because my husband jumped right in with his triplex. And so I just right away said, okay, I'm going to share with a few mamas because like me, I knew a lot of other women are probably out there silently crying out for help. So I just started to genuinely share with people. And the awesome thing is, my sweet friend who signed me up, she was with me every step of the way. So she said, okay, you're going to do this. Okay, we're going to send a message. This is how you reply. So it's not anything where you even have to learn, a bunch of stuff before you can earn. It's literally earn and learn as you go. So products cover, we can definitely do that. In fact, I actually want to ask you a question as well. Um, if you were to wave a magic wand, and it's okay if you have to think about this a little bit, and you could change anything in your life, several things, what things come to mind?
Um, well, this year has been really stressful with my teaching job. Um, I
Mhm,
love teaching, but
mhm.
I don't know. This year has just been really hard. And with our kids getting older and possibly having another baby, I'm just not sure how we're going to be able to afford daycare.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, I can definitely relate with you, because it was after my second son where I really jumped in with the opportunity side of things and said, okay, like I'm doing this Plexus thing because just like you, I loved being a speech therapist, but I didn't love taking my kid to the sitter. I didn't love missing out on those moments. And so I'm sure you can relate with that. And what I want you to know is I do see potential in you when it comes to the business side of things. I know we don't know each other well, but I definitely have stalked your Facebook page a bit. And I do see that you do add value, right? You show up on Facebook. You have a great circle of friends. You definitely have integrity. So, those are all things that help people to very quickly be wildly successful with the business side of things. So, what I want you to do is just really dream big. If you want to be at home with your kids, that's great. If you guys want to pay off debt like my husband and I did, that's great. If you guys want to travel more, so what I want you to know is this can be as big of opportunity, um, or as small of opportunity as you want, but you're already actually into the opportunity side of things if you choose that you do want to um, trust me and start sharing with others.
Okay.
What do you think are some things that would hold you back from getting started with the opportunity side of things?
I think I'd like to try the products first and see if I like them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I have a lot of people tell me that. And what I typically share is first of all, if you're doing those three things that I shared earlier, you're going to have results. You're going to have your own testimony. But in the meantime, here's the thing my first three people that joined me and helped me to make quite a bit of money, they actually didn't join because they cared about my testimony and wanted help with mood imbalance, which was a big part of my story. So just know that you can share the products even before you have a testimony. And what we'll do is, do you remember that gut health group that I had you in?
Yeah.
So what we would do is just borrow other people's stories until you have your own story.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions about the opportunity side of things?
I just think I need to think about it for a little while.
Absolutely. Would you be open to I have we call them diamond documentaries, but I'm thinking of a teacher friend of mine that you definitely can relate with. Would you mind if I shoot that to you after this call?
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Okay, awesome. Well, in the meantime, I'm going to be sending you some things about getting started on your products, but make sure you send me a text once your box shows up.
Okay. Awesome.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for jumping on the call with me today. I love chatting with you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.